This is Chris with Dive Zone Scuba for another technical diving tips, techniques, and trips video. This video will be all about crotch straps. So, what do Caribbean lobsters have to do with crotch straps? In order to get this shot, I had to do quite a bit of maneuvering, and the crotch strap on my plate and wing assisted me with that process. Crotch straps not only provide stability for your rig, but they also help prevent the plate or BCD from riding up while floating on the surface. So a crotch strap is a useful addition to any rig. In this video, we'll be discussing the following topics related to crotch straps. The first type of crotch strap shape is a single piece of webbing. This is a simple and robust design, but some people find it somewhat uncomfortable. There is also the Y-shaped crotch strap, which actually consists of two separate pieces of webbing joined with a Triglide in the middle. Some divers prefer the Y-shaped crotch strap as it may be more comfortable and distribute weight better. If you're going to use a pre-made or pre-packaged crotch strap like this one here, you may not have much choice as to the width of the webbing. In this case, with this Diverite crotch strap, the webbing is 1.5 inches. If you're interested in making your own crotch strap, then you have a bit more flexibility. This is 1-inch webbing, and most people would not use this because they would consider this too thin to be comfortable. So generally speaking, that leaves 1.5-inch webbing like this, and also 2-inch webbing like this. So we actually prefer for a Y-shaped crotch strap to use the 1.5-inch webbing, and then for single crotch straps we prefer to use 2-inch webbing. Another consideration is the thickness and flexibility of the webbing. This is actually weight belt webbing and would be pretty unsatisfactory to use as crotch strap webbing. So in most cases, if we're going to be using a 2-inch piece of webbing, we're going to be using a much more flexible webbing like this, even though it's 2 inches in width. Most crotch strap kits will come with at least one D-ring, as on this Diverite crotch strap kit, and the D-ring in this case is located toward the front of the crotch strap, and is sometimes referred to as a scooter ring because people who have scooters can connect the scooter lanyard to the crotch strap. If you are going to build your own or enhance your crotch strap, you're going to need some Triglides, and due to the thinner, more flexible material that is frequently used with crotch straps, you may need to consider to have a Triglide with the serrated teeth like this. Of course, your Triglide must match the thickness or the width of your webbing. In this case, this is 1.5 inches Triglide. You can also add different D-rings on there in addition to the scooter ring position, and one of the most common things is to add in another D-ring in the area where the webbing attaches to the plate or the BCD, and you can use a D-ring on that end of the webbing in order to hold additional accessories. The plate end of the crotch strap is typically attached to a slot at the bottom of the plate in the case of a backplate and wing, and regardless of the type of attachment to the waist you're going to use, the same technique is generally used. So in this case, what I'm doing is I am threading a piece of crotch strap webbing. And what I'm doing is I'm leaving an accessory D-ring on here, and I'm going to feed this back through here. So much of the adjustability in a minimally adjustable crotch strap would be performed from the back, but you would also have additional adjustability in the event that you were using an adjustable buckle. Alright, so that's for a single piece of webbing for a crotch strap. This particular back plate also allows you to use a Y-shaped crotch strap. Typically, plates that are configured this way have much narrower slots for a possible Y crotch strap, and so generally you will not be able to use as wide of webbing unless you made some sort of modification to the webbing or the plate itself. But the same concept is used where instead of one piece you use two pieces on either side, and you can also put a D-ring on either side as well. One of the uses of this that I've seen divers employ is this accessory D-ring where they attach their DSMB to it, and if they use the typical Velcro closure system that comes with many DSMBs, what frequently happens either on the dock or during the dive is the Velcro will become undone, and they then walk around or swim, conduct a dive with their DSMB deployed behind them, and since it is behind them, they don't realize this. So I think I will capture some video the next time I see something like that. To attach the crotch strap to the waist strap, you can use a variety of methods. The simplest method is to use a Triglide here. In this case we have the scooter ring, and what's going to happen is the waist belt is going to feed through the loop on the Triglide like that. This is a very simple method, but it is non-adjustable, at least minimally adjustable. And so what some people will do is they will use a buckle like this, which is adjustable, but captures the actual crotch strap itself. So this ends up being a two-piece thing where the loop is attached here like that, and the adjustable part of the crotch strap is the part that goes to the back plate. A more sophisticated version of that would be a buckle, which is not only adjustable by virtue of this part of the buckle, but is also releasable. And there that goes on the floor. A more robust version, which we've been using lately, is a mil-spec type buckle. It comes apart like that, and it also has an adjustable component with this slider bar right there. So you have many different options in order to affix your crotch strap to your waist belt. Here is the way that we implement the crotch strap in our plated wings that we use in our classes. We teach our classes. The students have an option of using a plate in a wing. And here's the crotch strap, and of course it's attached down here with a Triglide. And here's the system we have. Because we have a variety of people using these back plate and wing systems, we needed to have a adjustable crotch strap mechanism here. We started out with a releasable buckle, and then we found out that many times the buckle got lost, rendering the crotch strap useless. So what we did was we started using the captive type buckle. So there's no way for the student to lose it, and you pull that, it adjusts. So this has the loop in the top half and the adjustable part of the buckle in the bottom half. And so as we've been discussing, the waist buckle goes right through the top of the crotch strap, and then the belt is closed. So that's the method that we use the crotch strap with for our instructional BCDs. What I have here is a recreational jacket style BCD. This particular one is made by Mari's, and whenever you're fitting a crotch strap to a recreational type BCD like this jacket, the challenge is figuring out how to attach the BCD side of the crotch strap. So we're going to take a look at that. So many recreational BCDs, jacket type BCDs like this, have some sort of internal plate to add rigidity. Not all of them have it, but many do. And in this case, if you peel back the padding, look what we have here. We have the rigid back plate here, and we have a slot here. So this slot, okay, very conveniently can be used to install a crotch strap. In this case, it seems like it's made from millimeters, like 50 millimeters. But the general idea is you could squeeze either a piece of 2-inch webbing through there, or you could use a piece of 1.5-inch webbing. And you could use the Triglide the same way we've been talking about to fix it to the back end. The other issue that you might need to address is how do you attach the waistband type section of the crotch strap to the belt here. So this can present a little bit more of a difficulty, but if you use a loop like we were using here, with this piece, if you make the loop large enough with the Triglide, you will be able to fit that over the buckle, and it will still maintain a adequate fit. So in this case, you can do exactly the same thing as you did before. You can use any type of, you can use either a fixed type crotch strap, or you could use an adjustable buckle. Here is the use of the Y crotch strap design on the set of doubles that I use for local diving. This is a set of LP85s. And so we have the portion here which is on either side of this plate and has an accessory ring with the Triglide. This particular plate has little holes at the bottom, about a 1/2 inch hole. And in order to use the crotch strap, the Y crotch strap with this particular plate, I had to roll the webbing in order to fit through the holes. So I have one of these on either side. One of the things that I use the accessory ring for here is to hold my redundant bladder inflator, which you should be able to see here, and it is very accessible in that manner. So here's the Y crotch strap, which meets up with the Triglide in the middle, and then this is the buckle. And again, this buckle is adjustable for use. So when I'm using this particular system, I have the female part of the buckle underneath my utility pouch, and it snaps in like that, and of course my waist strap here is then fed through the buckle. So if you use an accessory pouch on the front like this with an off-center buckle, you will definitely need to have a releasable buckle for convenience. This is Chris with Dive Zone Scuba. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.